So Andrew, how long is it going to take us to get up to Alice today?
Well, today it depends on the weather. We've got some good charge overnight.
What sort of speeds are you hoping to get up to?
Hoping today there will be somewhere between the 90 and 100 kilometres an hour mark.
Brilliant.
Weather depending, of course. A lot of cloud cover today. So it's going to be a big day for management and strategy, I think.
And in about 5 hours, we'll be driving this car into Alice.
Alice.
Where the f*** is Alice?
Sweater! Sweater!
You're at the halfway mark now, 1,500 kilometres travelled over the last 3 days. How's it feeling?
That's right. No, we're feeling good and confident now. Everything's running strong, the team's running well together, everything's clicking in together to place. We just need to maintain what we're doing and we'll be there at the finish.
Last night you stopped off short of your allowed time. What can you tell us about that?
That strategy has paid off. We took a punt. We heard a weather forecast from some of our friends in Melbourne. And they said Alice Springs was due to be cloudy to start with, but cloud breaking up. So we pulled in half an hour early while we had sun and we charged up the batteries so we could get a good run this morning. And that worked out pretty well because we ran into cloud and rain. We had to pull the car over, but we had enough battery to keep going. And we saw the blue sky over Alice Springs and we just went for it. And because we knew once we had blue sky, the batteries would charge and we'd go. And that's what happened. How
does the cooler weather affect the car?
It actually runs better. At Tea Tree where we stopped, the actual wet on the solar cells actually makes them run better. So the colder the solar cells, the better they'll operate. And that was a bonus, so that was good.
On this, the third day of the World Solar Challenge, what did you hope to achieve and how's it gone for you?
This is what we anticipated. We anticipated getting into Alice Springs around midday on the third day, so we're running to plan. There's been no accidents, everything's been safe, everything's been good. The team's running really well together, everyone's working well, and we couldn't be happier at the moment.
How's your competitive position now in the World Solar Challenge?
I haven't had a real good look at the boards yet, so we're at half time, so to speak, in the grand final. But we look pretty good. People tell me that we're third in the adventure class and we're in the top 10 overall. Now that's great, but we are halfway through. A lot of things can happen, but if we maintain that position, perhaps improve it a little, then we'll be very happy.
Yeah, I've got
Drink all the water now.
I've got 6 kilo of water in there.
They don't have to stop the peel.
So,
Anyway, it doesn't work
you got
out.
Speed limit is signed at 80 k's an hour. Repeat, 80 k's an hour.
We can't help but notice a change in your appearance. What's all that about?
Well, a few of the students decided it'd be a good idea to shave my head, so I gave in to them last night and they decided to take it all off. Should work quite well actually in the car with the helmet and everything else on.
Can you start by telling us where we are?
We're currently at a road stop about 330 kilometres south of Alice Springs. About ready to take off, and hopefully today we'll do 2 control points to put us instead to make Adelaide by 5 o'clock Friday evening.
What sort of a day did you have yesterday?
The day yesterday was probably one of our best days. We called it the Cannonball Run. Left Alice Springs at 1 o'clock, pulled in just before 5 o'clock with speeds up at around the 100 kilometre an hour mark, so quite happy with the run yesterday.
How did yesterday's headwind affect the car?
The car yesterday wasn't affected greatly by the headwind due to the aerodynamics and everything else. The biggest thing we felt was changes in the road surface, camber of the road, and also some nice big wheel ruts left by the semi-trailers and road trains that were coming through.
What's your plan for today?
Today's plan will be similar to the last couple of days, probably a little bit slower on the start. Battery management's again coming into a big thing after a good night and morning of charge. We're going out on pretty much full battery packs. So plan is, as I say, 2 control points and setting us up for a good run into Adelaide tomorrow.
Mr. Garrett, your music with Midnight Oil is very well known, but how can you justify being a member of the Nuclear Disarmament Party 1 minute and then somehow backing up the Labor Party environment policies?
Sorry, I think you must have the wrong person here. This isn't Mr. Garrett. I'm actually the electrical engineer for the solar car, so bad luck, mate.
No, but you look so much like Peter Garrett. It doesn't make... Beds are burning, sucked!
That's right. I actually have 2 clean pairs of shorts sitting in my bag. If I get a chance, I may even put them on when we get to Cadney Station.
Is your helmet all sliding?
No.
Sun reflection?
It sticks.
Is it better without hair? It sticks to his head better without hair, I think.
What's your role with the Aviva Solar Car team?
Glenda and I are part of the logistics team, feeding 15 very hungry people.
What have been the most popular meals?
The hamburgers for lunch at Hidden Valley were pretty popular, and I must admit last night's selection of pasta sauces was very popular.
What kind of planning and preparation is involved?
Well, we started this about 3 weeks before the trip, and we are quite used to catering for large numbers, so we just made our list of what we thought we required, and so far it's worked pretty well.
What are the biggest challenges that you face?
Oh, I think getting the food, keeping the food cold, making sure that we've got enough for overnight camps like this when you're actually between supermarkets really. On the way down today, we haven't been able to get any potatoes, so we were so looking forward to potatoes on the barbecue. But probably the main challenge is being able to keep food fresh and cold.
What have been the highlights for you?
Well, the highlights is that we are running third in our category.
Oh, look, we really enjoyed that opportunity of just looking to see what the other teams were providing their teams for lunch at Hidden Valley. We were able to walk along and check out the French. They do it really, really well. The Japanese were doing it terrific too, and we got a few hints of some meals that we could actually provide. And in the supermarkets, the fact that we've got these shirts actually means that people recognise who we are, and we've been able to talk to other team logistics people and find out what they've been doing. So that's been great.
So would you do it again?
Yes, look, feeding lots of people's lots of fun. So, do it again.
Ask me in 6 months' time. I'm not a camper.